Hey everybody, we're back. So real quick, just to let y'all know, I've had a couple people ask, since last video, Byron is recovering well from his surgery. He's had a couple hiccups in his recovery, but he's fine now, so. And I apologize if I sound a little down. I have a sore throat. I don't know what my problem is. I've had a sore throat for like a week now, so hopefully my voices won't be like, okay, so we left off with Hugo he got tired of waiting for Lily. So he ran off. And we're gonna try to do a little bit of recruiting before we go where we're supposed to go. That's why we're in the Duck Village.
I mean, why else do you go to the Duck Village unless you want to recruit people? I mean, the best people are here.
So, I don't remember if we've seen her before from another character, but let's go see what's going on here. Excuse me. Please accept these as a token of my appreciation. No, really. I said I don't want them. I really didn't expect anything in return. My parents would be ashamed of me if I showed such bad manners. Her name seems a little familiar.
Mm-hmm. Is something the matter?
There's no reason. Oh, I can't read both at the same time. There's no reason to repay me for such a small favor. I'd feel bad about that. This man retrieved my glasses after I dropped them in the pond. So as a token of my appreciation, I thought I'd give him a gift, but... then give them to me. So we have three options. Why don't you accept them? He does recognize your gratitude, and then give them to me. I personally would go with the middle one. What do you think, Icon?
Either of the first two is fine with me.
Yeah, because this is kind of one of the situations for my social training. I think the second one is technically more acceptable. Not sure, but...
He does recognize your gratitude. You don't have to worry.
Okay, I'm sorry if I went too far. Thank you for your kind advice. Goodbye, then. Yeah, not everyone's comfortable with accepting, like, not monetary gifts, or physical gifts, or things like that.
Yeah, just accepting gifts in general.
Yeah. Thanks for sorting out our spat. Spat. My things are back at the inn. I should get going. So we could say, will you join my group, or goodbye. Nah, we want to join my group.
Will you join my group?
Kindness often comes back to you. Even my parents said that... What? Even my parents said that he was wait. Even my parents said that they were blessed with good friends in the past. If there's anything I can do, please let me help. So, just in case y'all haven't caught on or haven't played in the previous games, Sane Y here is actually the child of Freed and... Oh goodness, what's her name? Well, both her parents were in Suikoden too.
Yes.
Freed and... What's her face? Oh my gosh, this is sad that I cannot remember her name.
I can't help you right now.
Wait a minute. The guy I'm thinking of, did we recruit him with Thomas?
You know,
I think we did.
We sent him running, yeah.
We did send him running with Thomas. There was somebody else here we talked to with Thomas.
So we've sent him at least part of the way. I don't think we've finished it yet with him.
No, and unfortunately I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm just walking back to check. Yeah, he's not here. There's somebody else here.
Well, we can say it. I mean, we've seen him before.
Yeah, I just can't remember his name. Was it Cortez or...
Yeah, Hortez the 7th.
Yeah.
He's the guy that looks like he's got like a Central American influence.
That's a way to put it, actually. I forgot what I was gonna say. Good. As I say, I think we need to get stuff appraised. Let's do that while we're here. Now, I know there's somebody else in town we can talk to, but I know she's upstairs. We can't recruit her right now, so, I'll just deal with her another time.
Sounds good.
No, I need to go upstairs. Cats everywhere! Yeah, we've already talked to her and we got nothing out of it already. But I think it was actually on Thomas's chapter. I think we can actually recruit her in this chapter with Hugo once we get to the right area.
I think so, yeah.
Ooh! The Solarian Urn. Oh, we got two of them. There's two of them. Oh, wow. Well, if we need money later.
Well, okay, so wait, is it Solarian or is it Calarian? Because we say Calaria, right?
I don't know. I think it is Calarian. I guess I don't know why I changed it all of a sudden. Okay, I think that's everybody we can do right now in Duck Village. We can't get those guys. What our skills look like actually? Oh, you know what? Real quick, I'm gonna hop over here and do some water magic with Sergeant Joe. Sergeant Joe. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, speaking of which, I don't remember how many videos ago I commented that it's, like how much times have changed in LPing, and like, do you want to show everything or not, especially when it comes to RPGs? I literally got 50-50 responses to that. About people are like, oh, I want to see everything, you know, unless it's just like literally me leveling up for no reason, but like, you know, at least showing everything as I'm going places.
Huh.
So
and
then other people were like,
but like do all the traveling basically.
Yeah, and other people were like, no, skip all the fights, it's boring. And it was really interesting actually to get such a 50-50 response. Of course I'm not gonna, I mean, I really enjoyed seeing everyone's responses. I don't really plan to change my playstyle, because I honestly, for RPGs, like I said, like for these kind of bits, it really is part of the game, you know, it's like fighting this, the fighting and everything on the way to getting somewhere. But that's just my personal opinion. I mean, it doesn't really bother me when I watch other people's channels and they cut it out. I mean, that's their prerogative. As long as they show at least the enemy once, you know, because I like to see what the enemies are.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, I think that's part of what makes channels unique and different, isn't it? I mean, each one has their own different style, each one shows their own different thing, and it's kind of a... YouTube is a big enough place that everybody can find something that suits their tastes.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I actually found a series of videos. I don't know, I like some of them, but not all of them. It's like these group of guys that play point-and-click adventure games. And I think it was like, I think it's originally on Twitch, and they just put the videos on YouTube, and it's called Mostly Walking. It took me a little while to figure out why they called it Mostly Walking. It's because they're just mostly walking around, because some of the games, like, they have never played. And it was really funny watching them try to play Laura Bow 2 when none of them knew the game. And it was freaking hilarious, like, what they were trying to do, even though I knew the game really well, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, the stuff they were trying to do was freaking hilarious. But it was funny though, because they just got so impatient at the end that they ended up just looking up a walkthrough, which was a little sad, because I think they kind of forgot that, I mean, this game was back in '92, like, the whole point was to replay it several times to catch everything. That was the point, the design of the game, and not to be beaten on the first try, so I could see why they were frustrated. But yeah, I tried watching some of their other videos. I was really sad that they gave up on Quest for Glory 1 or Hero's Quest. One of the guys knew it really well, and the other two didn't. And so they got frustrated they had to grind, because it's a mix of an RPG and adventure. And I was like, well, yeah, you gotta grind, but it's not that bad. I mean, there are definitely worse games that are more grindy.
There are. I mean, well, I mean, it's a classic game. It's held up well for years because it has mechanics that actually hold up well. But, I mean, to be fair, it is showing its age at this point, I think.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, in their version, when they played, the ironic thing was, so the guy who did know the game really well didn't want to tell anything to the other two, so they ran out of the town at night for the first time, and they were a mage, and like the first enemy they encountered was one of the hardest in the game, and I'm like, oh my gosh. He's like, I'm gonna take him out, and I'm like, oh nope, you're gonna die. And what made it even funnier was he didn't know the mechanics of the game, so he selected his dagger from the inventory and tried to click on it on the enemy, not realizing that that meant throw the dagger. So he threw his only weapon and it missed because he had no throwing skill as a mage. And then second he entered battle, he instantly died because he had no weapon against the ogre. And they were like, what the heck happened? And the third guy is just laughing and laughing and laughing. And I was laughing pretty hard too. I was like, I can't believe he just threw his only weapon. Alrighty, back to Suikoden. Let me save, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, some of those old mechanics are interesting, especially if you've never played it or been used to it. It's like, you are kind of like guessing and hoping that things work out until you find out what the actual mechanic is for those things.
Yeah. I kind of wanted. I would love to play Hero's Quest, because Hero's Quest was the original. I think I even did like a shout out video, and I did a bit of playing on Hero's Quest. I'd love to do it, but unfortunately, I wouldn't want to play the rest of them in the series. I'm not as familiar. I mean, I've watched enough LPs of them that I could get by, but it's kind of one of the, and I think it's kind of also overdone. So anyways, let's look looking for Lily in this game. Maybe she's here, because this is a safe place for us to be, right? Brass Castle.
Yeah, totally safe for us to go into enemy territory.
Oh, we're suddenly on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, we're fugitives here. Keep a low profile.
I could say I am, or that'll be harder for you. Why would that be harder for Sergeant Joe? I mean...
Well, because, not to be racist here, but he is kind of a very specific race that belongs to the grasslands, and very clearly so.
The funny thing is, when you started saying, I don't want to be racist, I almost started with, I don't want to be racist, but all the ducks look the same to humans? we both had semi-racist comments that were totally different.
Yeah, mine was like literally referring to, he is a different race that is exclusive to a different region. So, you know, maybe it's more speciesist than racist, but, yeah.
We'll just say I am.
I am. Glad to hear it. Now, where might that Lily have wandered off to?
She shouldn't have been gone for that long. I mean, she just wanted to trade with the caravan, right, from Tinto?
Didn't they say in the last video it had been a week already?
Yeah, I was to say, because she'd literally been gone for... Oh, hey. Weird people. People who obviously do not stand out. I can't wait for you to voice act this guy.
Golly. How many times do I have to say something before you understand? We will not find the Flame Champion in Zexen. Why not? Flame Champion is south, so I come south. This land is not the one he fought to protect. He and his Firebringer protected the peace and beauty of the grassland. This is... Hey, where are you going?
I love this guy.
Wow! You smell like earth. You smell like good.
What do you mean, or the sergeant smells good? Oh, we gotta go with that one.
Yeah. The sergeant smells good? What are you... Me? Pardons. Your smell, I know. Karayan.
Bless you, helper.
Look sharp. There's trouble ahead.
You mean behind? Oh, now ahead. Where's Percival?
Halleck, are you sure you've done nothing to earn the wrath of the Zexens? No thing. Hugo, look! It's them!
So, Sergeant Run, or this time will be different? I mean, I almost want to say this time will be different, but ironically, trying to get here, like, I ran out in the middle of nowhere to save and then tried to come back, and I died like 50 times trying to do it, so let's just run.
Sergeant, run! Caesar would agree! I go too. Will you listen to no one?
So the first time I played this game, it came out when I was in college, and my roommate thought Halleck was very weird, and so she kept calling him halitosis, so I apologize if I call him halitosis.
They vanished, but it was them. I know it. Leo, we don't have time to go chasing after rats. Vile grassies. They make my inside royal with bile. But you are right. For now.
Oh yay, people. Alright, well let's switch Sergeant Joe. Yeah, Sergeant Joe. I think Mua has more defense, so let's stick him in the front. Not that it really matters. I don't know why I keep thinking it does in this game.
They're not following. They don't know a real fight. Halleck, don't do that again. You two are looking for the Flame Champion? So you overheard us. Yes, we are pursuing the Flame Champion story. That led us here. You call it a story? Let's just say I wish to meet him. Halleck comes for the sake of his own village. We met along the way and traveled here together. My people need Champion's help. Do you think you know where to find him? Do not know. Many of my comrades in the Alliance of Free Knights say the Flame Champion is immortal. If so, he is likely still in Grassland. Then we share the same mission. If that is so, let us travel together. Sir, It's Hugo. And I'm Sergeant Geordie! Geordie?
Yeah, that's his full name, but everyone just calls him Joe.
I had forgotten that. Hugo, Sergeant, I'm glad to share the road with you.
I don't know why, honestly, because it seems like Jordy and Joe are both very short.
Yeah. Sons, come.
It just reminded me of something else. I'll tell you in a minute.
How did I get to be his son? It seems to be the custom among his people to call any person smaller than oneself a son, including me.
Yay, Halleck has joined us.
Not bad.
And Mua. Halleck is actually not a bad character. I've actually played with him before in this game. So I was laughing. So for some reason I decided, I don't know why, to play like the original Dragon Quest games. Oh, I forgot where we were supposed to be going. I think... Do we need to go back to the Great Hollow? Or the Doug clan?
You're asking a lot of questions. I don't know why you ask all these questions.
Let's try the Great Hollow real quick. Anyway, so I've been playing the original Dragon Quest games. I beat the first one and the second one. I'm on the third one. And yeah, the first one was so short. I was only level 17 when I beat the game. But it was funny in the second game. When you want to save the game legitimately, you have to go talk to very specific people in the game, and the king is one of them, and you go and talk to him and he'll save your game. But it really irritated me. I don't know why every single time I went to talk to the king and I was the prince, the king would go, "Ah, the fruit of my loins is returned." I'm like, why do you greet me like this every time? It's so weird. Like, I could not get past it. And, like, I beat the game and I was expecting him to call me that again in front of, like, everybody. And I was just like, okay, good. Thank you for not doing it. Oh, look, something's happening.
Okay, never mind.
What?
Well, I was gonna say, apparently Halleck has something in his inventory.
Oh, really? Sir Halitosis, what do you have? A belt of strength?
No.
Oh, no! You're kidding me!
Yeah.
Do you...
I'm just pointing it out, letting you know. You can decide what you want to do with that information.
So, we need this crab rice bowl, actually, to, recruit somebody. You know what? I'm actually gonna hold off, because I think we're gonna be heading there anyways.
I think we will be too soon.
Yeah, I just love this picture. Oh, no, no, don't hurt me. I was trying... Oh, yeah, I just love Apple here. I don't know why she looks so upset. They don't look that threatening. Hugo, Sergeant, over here. I thought you were going to the duck village. What are you doing here?
She got distracted along the way, I think. Apple? Has something happened?
The Chisha village is in trouble. I had to go for help. Wow, you ran a pretty long distance, actually.
You can't wander into the Great Hollow dressed like that, especially not these days. You'd look suspicious, you know?
I'll keep that in mind.
What happened at the Chisha village?
Something terrible's happened. That's why I'm here. Harmonian forces are about to take the village. Caesar's there now, but I don't know if he can save them without help. Can I count on you? We could say but. Let's just say absolutely.
Absolutely. If any of the 6 clans are in trouble, it's only right that we go to help. But how much good can we really do?
The troop attacking the village may be smaller than you think. I'm sure you can make a difference. Leave word here and come with me.
It's like leave word for the mother.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll tell Lucia.
Then it's settled.
Halleck, Mua, what are your plans?
Sons, I help. I obey the code of villages.
My alliance of free knights has the same code. We shield the weak.
Maybe they know about the Chisha clan then.
Let's inform Luce.
Yeah, the Chisha clan is completely peaceful. They have no standing army, or I don't think they even have guards, actually. So it'd be a pretty easy target. Where is she? Wasn't she like... Camera! Maybe she's... Oh, there we go. Okay. Can't see you. It's too dark. Oh, the Chisha village is under attack.
Yes, that's why we need you to inform the clan chiefs as soon as they return. The lizard fighters here can't go without the order.
I would inform them, but must you leave so soon?
Ever since the raid on our village, I've been thinking about what I want. While tracking the Flame Champion, I made a decision. Yeah. I want to protect a place and people like the Flame Champion did. That is why I must meet Smappy in person.
Yeah.
Somehow, I have the feeling that going to the Chisha village will bring me closer to him.
I understand, Hugo. Don't hug me. Ah. May Hugo walk with the divine protection of the earth and wind spirits. That was for your mother. Go now, Hugo, and be safe. Don't give your mother a reason to cry like me.
I understand.
Hugo, you are Lucia's son in so many ways.
Really?
But not all of them. I feel it in my bones. Our clan chief is a crying hero. As her son, you got to make the markings of a hero yourself.
You've got the makings of a...
That too.
Thanks. I was like, you've got
I know
to
what
make
I
the
really
markings
mean.
of a hero? What?
I got to make some markings.
Like,
I will mark them on the wall.
Are we talking about tattoos? Like, what's going on here? Well, well, our Hugo is determined to make himself a hero.
Mark himself as one, dang it.
What of it? Nothing at all. I didn't say that was bad. I knew I shouldn't have said it in front of everyone. Don't say that. I agree with Luce. Hugo, I see a great hero in you. He's just clawing to get out, but he can't get out because you cowardly fool are in front of him. You're joking, right? I assure you I'm not. Let's go now. Chisha village needs us.
Follow me. I know the quickest... Sorry. I know the quickest route to the Chisha village. Alrighty. For some reason, I don't know why I read the quicksand route. Let's go through the quicksand route. That's the safest route. It's funny, I used to have a board game called Quicksand, and your pieces, your character pieces went on the board were like in 4 pieces. So like there was the feet, the legs, the body, the head. Oh, I guess the hat, so it was 5. And so you would submerge your person in the quicksand by just removing the bottom pieces. And the point was to get to the end of the game with more than just your hat floating along. I don't know why I just remembered that, but that game was amazing when I was a kid. I wonder if you could, like, buy it somewhere. Alright, so we have lots of places that just opened up. I don't know if we really have a reason to go all the way to Calaria. There is some recruiting I think we could do there, but I don't think it's any that we need to worry about right now. Especially with Hugo's level, I don't really know if it's worth, like, running all the way there and back.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it in Suikoden when they do stuff like this. They just open up stuff so you can go and explore. But it kind of makes LPing it a little harder because it's like, they're like, oh, do it right now! Get people as soon as possible! But in Suikoden 3 especially, it's kind of pointless to get people really early because you can't even access them for a while.
So I was reading back through some of the old comments, and you mind if I address that one topic?
Which one?
The one you and I were talking about beforehand?
I don't know which one we're talking about, but go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, so I was reading back through some of the old comments, and a couple of you guys were congratulating us on having a baby.
Oh, that, yes. I didn't know if you wanted to bring that up.
Well, yeah, so you guys could probably guess where this is going, but we lost our daughter a couple of weeks ago. So we were a day shy of 20 weeks, and things went sideways. So, anyway, that's about all I'm going to talk about with that, but to say the least, you're not going to be hearing too much more about that in the future. So, if you are wondering what happened, that's what happened.
Yeah, and so, yeah, that's it. We'll just end it. Oh, no, no, I don't want to fight these things!
Now, what you guys didn't see before the video is that we were fighting these things a whole lot and losing to them over and over again.
Yes, over and over and over.
To be fair, though, we didn't have Mua and Agamas at the time. So.
I think we should be okay with more people in the party.
Yeah.
Every time I see these things, they remind me of tigers from Monster Rancher.
Right? Right? I mean, like, they're like a direct ripoff of them, basically.
They are, I mean, they easily could be, because this game came out the same time as Monster Rancher 5, so, I mean, by that point, they could easily rip them off.
This is like a tiger meets the water version of the tiger.
I think that, yeah, I don't know.
Like, what were those ones called?
The water version of the tiger? That would be from Monster Rancher 3.
Well, they started in Monster Rancher 3, but then, like, they were a special
They were sub-Lizones or something.
Yeah,
in the others, because in 3 they were sub-element, not
exactly.
monster. I don't remember what they were called, but I know what you're talking about. They kind of remind me of part Ripper too, with the purple tails.
You're right, they do kind of look like that.
Okay, so why did I just go to the Cry Village? That's not what I meant to do.
For crying out loud.
Ugh. So yeah, I know that there's stuff that we could do in this direction, but it's not necessary for Hugo's chapter, especially this early on. So I'm just gonna move on towards where we're supposed to go. Running. Wow, Hugo's like must be really fit by this point. Oh, come on! You know, when I was doing Thomas's grinding, I so desperately wanted this stuff to show up because it gave me so much experience, and now that I don't want them, there's like a million of them.
Hugo's really the one that needs them, though, right?
Yeah. It's like I'm playing Dragon Quest 3, and there's these really... I just started the game. Well, I started it, then restarted it because I'm an idiot. But, like, there's these really annoying rabbits that just keep putting you to sleep. And it's like, that's all that ever fights me. I'm like, I hate these stupid rabbits. Yeah, so in Dragon Quest 3, I didn't know this. So they introduced the job system, and I didn't realize that the job system from Dragon Quest 3 actually inspired the job system for the Final Fantasy series. But what I didn't know when I started Dragon Quest 3 was there's a personality system. They randomly assign personalities based on when you... So you go to you go to Patty's party planning place. I'm not joking, that's what it's called.
What?
And you hire people to join your party, so you just get random NPCs to join your party, and you can give them names and classes and everything like that. You pick male or female, and then you can give them stat points when you hire them. But depending on their stat points, it randomly assigns them a personality. And what I didn't realize was this personality actually makes a huge difference in the game. And when I figured this out, I looked back and, like, all of my people had horrible personalities. Like, I think one of them was literally only getting, like, you know, so let's say you'd have 100% stat gain every time you leveled. One of them was literally only getting, like, 50% stat gains based on their personality. And I was like, really? So, I had to restart the game and, like, save right before I hired somebody, hope that I got the right personality, and then not send them back and try again. It's kind of annoying. I was like, for Nintendo, it was originally on Nintendo, and I was like, man, I don't know if I would have had the patience, or if I even knew what this meant if I tried playing this on Nintendo.
Okay.
Anyways.
Now I'm looking up all the jobs or the classes and stuff like that with Dragon Quest 3, because I was like, I was trying to remember when it came out in relation to the different Final Fantasies, because I was like, I thought that they had classes in, like, Final Fantasy 2.
They didn't have real classes in Final Fantasy 2. I actually did play Final Fantasy 2.
Well, okay, so they had... Well, I'm trying to remember. So in Final Fantasy 1, they had classes, but you were locked into them at the beginning of the game. Like, you just got, like, a fighter, a warrior, a whatever.
Yeah. Or
not a fighter, a warrior. Well, no, did they have fighters? What was it? It was Black Mage, White Mage...
I don't even know if the original had it. But,
fighter... Something and something, I don't remember. Red Mage, there's another one too. It was all the...
everyone in the first two games were locked to something very specific. You couldn't change anything.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're right.
And I don't remember
3. Yeah, Final Fantasy 3 definitely, like the original Final Fantasy 3, the Japanese one, not the Final Fantasy 6, you know, the American Final Fantasy 3. That one, I think I know it had job classes, in fact, that you could switch. So yeah, that would have come out after this, because this was Dragon Quest 3, Dragon Warrior 3, whatever, it came out in 1988. There we go. Ugh. Stumbling over my words. So I think... Yeah, I'm trying to find any match of Final Fantasy now. Anyway, sorry, go on.
But if I've learned anything about Dragon Quest, talk to every dog there is. In the second game, I got to the point where I felt like every single dog I came across in villages were important, and I'm not kidding. So I came to one of the last villages of the game, and I saw a dog, and I passed by every other NPC, ran over and talked to the dog, and he's like, woof, and he stands up and he goes, you find the golden key under the dog. I'm like, really? The key I need to open up all the doors in the game was under a dog's butt in a fishing village. And I go, yes, that is one thing I've learned about Dragon Quest. Talk to every single dog. You never know what you're gonna find. I'm not joking. I think actually in Dragon Quest 2, every single dog actually had a purpose in the game. I don't want to give them away in case y'all want to play it, but I actually enjoyed the second game. Like, it was very simple. I mean, obviously it was a remake of a Nintendo game, but I actually enjoyed it. The first one was really simple. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, you can't get more simple than the first game, but the iPad remakes, like the iOS remakes, were really good for all three. I highly recommend them if you guys want just a simple, fun little RPG. Well, anyways, I'm going to end it here, and we'll see you guys next time when we keep going to the Chisha Village. Bye for now.